Sir, and good morning to all participants who have taken some time to participate in this webinar. The topic is more relevant to not only for civil engineers, but for architect students as well. The topic is well known that the green or eco-friendly concrete, whether it is a need or alternatives. Just I'm going to start. The contents of today's workshop is what is concrete, types of concrete, what is green concrete, techniques followed by green concrete, materials for green concrete, cementitious material fly ash, suitability of green concrete in structures, advantages of green concrete, application of green concrete, what are the scopes in India, conclusions and references. Basic definition of concrete is the concrete is a mixture of coarse aggregate, cement, water, and fine aggregate with mixed proportion, which can be poured into formwork and form a hard structure like stone. It is a basic definition of concrete. There are several types of concrete available and used. Out of them, few are readily used in for the construction. The first and foremost is the reinforced cement concrete, that is RCC. As we know all, plain cement concrete, ready mix concrete, lightweight concrete, fiber reinforced concrete, and last but not the least, that is green or eco-friendly concrete. Green concrete, almost it is a new technology in concrete since last few years. Introduction. Green concrete is an revolutionary topic in the history of concrete industry, and it was first invented, rather it was first concepted in Denmark in the year 1998. Green concrete is a type of concrete which likes the conventional concrete. There is no much difference from the conventional concrete, but a production of such concrete requires minimum amount of energy and causes less harmful to the environment. This is the main concept. Green concrete has nothing to do with the color. One big misconceptions as far as green concrete is concerned, lot of people that include the technocrats also, the green concrete, they are thinking, they have a big myth that green concrete is somehow related to the color of concrete. This is a big myth. The fact it there is no fact in it. So green concrete has nothing to do with the color. So green concrete is an environmentally friendly concrete, or we can say eco-friendly concrete as well. Concrete bad weight with the concrete waste and less in energy in its production, and it's produced less amount of carbon dioxide than normal concrete is called green concrete. In another way, we can say, a simple way, we can say the green concrete is a methodology of making a concrete, by virtue of which we should or we have to use minimum amount of natural resources and minimum amount of CO2 gas to the environment. This is the basic and foremost concept of the green concrete. What are the need of green concrete? Main ingredient of concrete is cement, and cement consists of limestone. As we all know, the basic ingredient of cement is limestone. During manufacturing of cement, its ingredient are heated about 1400 degrees to 1500 degrees centigrade. During this process, during this higher temperature kiln, the huge amount of carbon dioxide gas is released. Approximately 1 kg of concrete releases nearly 900 grams of CO2 gas into the atmosphere. Roughly 28 to 30 billion ton of concrete is being casted in these years. Just you imagine how much amount of CO2 gas is going to emit in the environment. Therefore, green concrete came into existence to reduce the emission of carbon dioxide for our environmental concern. Where does this carbon dioxide come from in concrete? As I said, cement contains limestone. The basic ingredient of cement is limestone. Limestone is heated at such a high temperature, nearly 1500 degrees centigrade. It converts to CaO, calcium oxide, and CO2. CO2 gas is emitted to the environment. So, what should be the techniques of making concrete? It should be follow 3R techniques. What are the 3R means? That is first R, reduce, then reuse, and then recycle. What should be reduced? What should be reduced? Reduce the greenhouse gas emission. First of all, you have to reduce the greenhouse gas emission. Then reduce the use of natural resources. These two things we have to reduce. First of all, the greenhouse gas emission, that is CO2 gas, to the environment. Then reduce the uses of natural resources such as limestone, shale, clay, and natural river sand, which is widely used in concrete. Reuse, use of waste material, that is recycled material. And you reuse, either reuse or recycled material. Objective of it, the main objective is sustainable development without destruction of natural resources. These are the 3R techniques. A rough idea of the composition of construction demolition in India, how we should think about the recycling of waste material or recycling of concrete. Out of this, the concrete, nearly 65% waste are the concrete only, nearly 25% brick and tiles, 5% 2% other materials, and 1% roughly plastic. These are the composition of construction and demolition waste in India. Construction and demolition waste is the waste building material, dredging material that are produced in the process of construction, remodeling, repair, or demoling of residential building, commercial building, and other structural elements, etc. More than 50% waste generated worldwide is construction and demolition waste. Just you see the data, more than 50% of solid waste is construction demolition waste only, not only in India, even the world. Many European countries achieving 95+% recycling. European countries, American countries are nearly 92-93%. They are recycled the construction and demolition waste and reused in construction. Other developed countries are struggling to improve. Some even developed countries are struggling to achieve that particular target of recycling of C&D waste. Approx 95% of waste on typical construction sites can be recycled. I have seen in my previous slide on that all the materials you can recycle almost 95% of material. Japan is at top. Japan roughly 100% they are recycling C&D waste. C&D waste shouldn't be disposed of in MSW, that is municipal solid waste landfills. We should not dispose of our construction and demolition waste in terms of municipal solid waste and use in landfills. That should not be done. Reason for increase of construction and demolition. What are they? Many old buildings, concrete pavements, bridges, and other structure have work on their edges and limit to use due to structural deterioration, beyond repairs, and need to be demolished. काफी पुरानी building हो जाती है, that need to be demolished for the new construction. New construction for better economic growth. The structure are turned into debris resulting from the natural disasters such as earthquake, cyclone, and floods, etc. These are the basic reason for increase of construction and demolition waste. So when we talk about, when we think about construction and demolition waste, first we are termed as a waste and we are not imparting any value of it. But for concept of green concrete, for concept of our to save our environment, we have to impart some value of this particular waste and create this waste into the world. We have to create wealth out of this waste. Then only we were able to conceptualize the green concrete concept. So once again, the circular economy, reuse, recycle, and reuse, recover, and recycle, as I said in my previous slides also. Hierarchy of C&D waste management. First of all, reduce. First of all, we should reduce the amount of waste, then reuse. Using the material repeatedly, we should reuse the material, by recycling process and recovering energy from waste, and list if there is no alternative, then only it should be used as a landfill purpose. Present fate of C&D waste is just photographs tells all the story. Lying on site, dumped in open, dumped near riverbed, sent to landfills. These are the present scenario in our country. So breakdown of C&D waste is nearly 8% from new constructions, 44% repair and renovation, and 48% comes from demolition. These are the data. That means C&D waste generated mostly from repair, renovation, and demolition. That is nearly 92%. What are the main issue of construction demolition waste management? Issues क्या है जो हम अभी नहीं कर पाते? We are not converting to the wealth. Absence of segregation of waste at sources. We don't have to segregate the different kind of material at sources only. Lack of appropriately located recycling facility. We don't have more number of recycling plants so far in India. Indifferent attitudes of citizens towards waste management. We don't have, we are not aware about it. And last but not the least, illegal practices performed by contractors to save money. So let us stop creating C&D waste to save our natural resources by adopting quality concept in construction and maintenance. Then only we can think over the green country. As I said, as for the environmental concern also, another aim of Swachh Bharat mission. It is also, as I said, the nearly 50% of total waste is construction or demolition waste. So, aim to Swachh Bharat mission by Prime Minister Narendra Modi, we have to 100% solid waste, including C&D waste, is to be processed under the Swachh Bharat mission by 2nd October 2019. That was the target. Initially, there was some obstacle as far as the Indian code provision is concerned. Before 2016, we don't have any codal provision to use this construction or demolition waste. But IS 383/2016 of concrete code shows the code, recycled aggregate can be used, that is named the manufactured aggregate, other than natural resources, can be used in RCC and other type of concrete as well. The code has given the freedom to use. So the manufactured aggregate, just a minute. IS 383 was revised in January 2016, permitting use of recycled aggregate up to 25% in concrete, 20% in reinforced concrete up to 25 grade of concrete or lower, and 100% in lean concrete less than 50. This we can use for total provision. Features of green concrete. What are the features of green concrete? The concrete which falls in the category of green must have the following: optimized use of available material. As you've seen in the previous slides, optimized usage of available material, better for enhanced workability and consistency, reduce shrinkage and durability, and enhance service life of concrete, reduce carbon footprint by reducing the emission of CO2, low increase in cost, and lead India's materials for green concrete. Am I audible?
Student, please mute yourself.
Yes, sir.
इन या 4 स्टूडेंट अभी अनम्यूट है सर. ये
Student, please mute yourself.
Yeah.
Don't be misbehaving.
So,
Robin ji,
Yes, sir.
please control this.
yeah.
Mute all
चलिए.
students.
रोबिन जी म्यूट ऑल कर दो आप.
उसके बाद इनके पास
अरे सर का भी म्यूट हो जाता ना यार. सर अनम्यूट करना सर अपने आप.
झा साहब की आवाज नहीं आ रही, म्यूट हो गए।
हेलो, अब आई?
Yes, yes.
जी
Yeah. So recycle concrete, glass furnace slag, manufactured sand, glass aggregate, and fly ash. These are the material for the green concrete. Some photographs of the local aggregate, recycled aggregate, manufactured sand, glass furnace slag, fly ash, and recycled glass aggregate as well. Cementitious material. Fly ash is readily used and is being used at larger scale as far as the concrete concept is concerned, because fly ash has all the properties which a good concrete should have. It reduces the porosity, ultimately it reduces the permeability in concrete, and service life period in other aspects of concrete will increase by using of the fly ash. I'm not going to explain the basic concept of fly ash using in concrete. Advantage of fly ash: higher ultimate strength. If you use fly ash in concrete, the ultimate strength of concrete will go increase durability, of course, improved workability by a pore refinement process and ball bearing effect, reduced bleeding of concrete, reduced shrinkage of concrete, increase resistance to alkali silica reactivity, which is the main causes of deterioration in concrete. By use of fly ash, you can increase the resistance to alkali silica reactivity in concrete. Suitability of green concrete structure. Several factors which enhances the suitability of a green concrete in a structure, which includes reduce the dead weight of a structure. Very, very important. If you use the green concrete by using byproduct like fly ash, silica fumes, and glass furnace slag, dead weight of a structure is going to reduce, and this is very, very important, particularly in earthquake prone area. Good thermal and fire resistance, sound insulation than the traditional granite rock. Reduce of concrete industries carbon dioxide emission by 30%. As I repeatedly saying, our main aim is to reduce the CO2 gas emission. If you use this type of product in green concrete, the CO2 gas emission reduced by 30%. Increase concrete industry use of waste products by 20%. If you use the recycled product of concrete, the waste product collection will increase by 20%. That ultimately also reduce the CO2 gas emission and other polluting means and increase the means reduce the CO2 emission into the environment, and ultimately helps the environment. Green concrete requires less maintenance and repairs. Other factors are other advantages are reduction in creep and shrinkage of concrete. It uses the local and recycled material in concrete. The heat of hydration of green concrete is significantly lower than the traditional concrete. That means the process of developing cracks in concrete by using green concrete, by using this type of waste material, the chances of developing cracks in concrete is very, very minimal, which ultimately increases the durability of the structure. Progressive strength and flexible behavior is fairly equal to that of conventional concrete. Since these are optimized mixed design, it is easier to handling as well. Other advantages are concrete gives good strength to the structure. It is good fire resistance as well. It helps in reducing the consumption of cement overall. Use of fly ash, the concrete also increases its workability, durability, optimized mixed design, easier handling, better consistency, and easier finishing. Application of
6 minutes remaining.
once again, there is a myth about the application of green concrete. Many people think since they are using fly ash, since they are using recycled waste material, they have some myth, they have some notion that green concrete cannot be used in heavy structure. The fact is not true. Instead, green concrete can be used any type of structure, that is in columns, in bridges, as you are saying in photographs, green concrete dam, green concrete buildings as well. Once again, I repeat, the green concrete is have no much difference with the traditional concrete. This is the smart way of making of concrete. What are the scope in India? Green concrete is a revolutionary topic in the history. Concrete, as I said in my earlier slide, as green concrete is made with concrete waste, it does take more time to come in India because of industry having problem to dispose with, and it also reduces environmental impact with reduction in CO2 emission. As I said, we don't have more number of recycling plant in India. We are facing some different, but hope for the best. In coming years, I think we will have more number of recycling plants, more awareness toward the uses of waste material, and certainly we may able to use green concrete in huge quantity in our construction industry. Not only by construction industry, I hope the new architects, those who are in construction business, or those who will enter in this construction business as a consultant and as a designer, I think they will also promote the use of green concrete in construction industry in India. So use of green concrete can help as us reduce various non-biodegradable products can also be used, and thus avoiding the issues of their disposal.
Sir, 5 minutes remaining.
So yeah, so I'm going to show a 3 or 4 minutes video, just you see it about the recycling process of construction demolition waste.
Sir, 1 minute remaining.